Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the world of Boy. Can you guys tell that I'm in quarantine? Look at my mustache. I have not shaved. I haven't even cut my hair in so long, but damn. I just woke up and I decided to do a pick a card reading because finals is coming up and I am struggling. If you can't already tell by my face. Finals is done in like a week and a half. So after that week, I will be 100% dedicated to this channel, okay? So I'm sorry and I apologize for not being consistent, but I will be consistent this summer, okay? I am just occupied with like online labs and online exams and midterms. Let us just get into this reading. I am going to be using the Morgan Greer Tarot. And I also have the Thoth Tarot. So today's video is going to be in regards to your future spouse and your in-laws and what they are going to think and feel towards you. We're just gonna get it all, okay? This was a request, so if you have any other requests that you want to see from me, please leave it down below and I will get to that. And also for those who don't want love related videos, please leave suggestions. So check out my recent video that I just posted if you have not already. That one's not love related, okay? Because I know some people are kind of just tired of love, you know? All right. I am going to be showing you stones. I'm going to be showing you stones individually and then I'll show you them all together. So focus on your intuition and tap into the idea and the thoughts of your future spouse and your in-laws and how they're gonna treat you. That's what it is. How they're gonna treat you. How your future spouse and in-laws are going to treat you. All right. Stone number 1. Okay. This is stone number 2. And this is stone number 3. Pause the video and focus on your intentions, focus on your intuition. Take a deep breath, don't overthink it, and just pick according to your intuition. All right. Everybody that has picked this first stone, let us shuffle for you. Number 1. How will your spouse and in-laws treat you, number 1? All right, so I'm feeling like X energy. I'm feeling like somebody that kind of did you dirty, somebody that kind of played you, or manipulated a situation or took advantage of something. I feel like somebody who did something bad in your past might end up being your spouse, okay? But first, let's get just your spouse. Okay, how will your spouse treat you, number 1? How will your spouse treat you, number 1? Who is your spouse, number 1? All right. Yeah, see, so I'm feeling as if your future spouse is somebody who tried to come at you and you neglected them and their emotions, or you tried to come at them a certain way with your emotions and they neglected you, okay? Because you have your 3 cups and the universe is giving you this 4th cup, but you are ignoring it. So that's what I'm feeling in regards to your spouse. It might be an ex, it might be somebody who you just tried to get at. It's not necessarily an ex. Maybe this is somebody from like high school or college that you consciously tried to like express your emotions to and they neglected it, or they purposely consciously tried to express their emotions to you. But again, somebody from the past, somebody that brings this anxiety, is somebody who like kind of regrets things. I feel like it might be somebody that kind of stabbed you in the back, okay? Somebody that manipulated you or a situation, okay? I don't know if that's probably not what you want to hear, but that's what is there. So even though we have all those like negative energies, I feel like this is something you are building upwards. Okay, this is something that kind of started off negative, and I think you had space to separate and do your own things, and now it is time to start building up the structures, you know, start like coming together with other people. Okay, this is all about collaboration. So I feel like maybe the in-laws are in there to help the relationship, or the family is in there, or the friends, you know, there's people involved. I feel like things are going to move very quickly and passionately after that. Okay, I feel like all the negative energies are in the past and they stay in the past, and whatever is going to come forward in the future is going to be a completely new slate, you know. It's not going to be like, I don't think you guys are going to hold each other accountable of each other's past and what you guys did to each other. I think it's about moving forward with this stuff, okay? With all this like passion and energy. Again, look at this. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, this is a beautiful relationship, so don't get it twisted. Don't get that first part twisted. You feel it? Whew. Do you guys see the sun coming in? Oh, your spouse treat you, number one. How will your spouse treat you, number one? Yeah, look. Again, with the collaboration, the Three of Pentacles, now we have the Three of Vessels, okay? So it's a whole new form of emotion. It's a whole new form of building, okay? We were like, you saw the structure being built with that Three of Pentacles, and now the structure is built. Now the structure is open, and the doors are open for new things, for new people to come in, okay? You see that. That is beautiful. And I feel like your in-laws are going to be very accepting of you and the relationship, and I feel like they're actually on your side, and they kind of push your spouse to do best for you, okay? That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling also that the whole family and all the in-laws, mother-in-law, father-in-law, everybody involved is kind of rooting for you in the relationship. And I feel like maybe they were involved in the past, or maybe you guys were in a real relationship and then kind of like broke off. And I feel like those in-laws were the ones that were pushing the spouse to come back to you, or, you know, I feel like they were like telling them like, you lost something good, like you need to go get that back, you know? Right. How will your in-laws treat you? Yeah, like we got Temperance. I feel like the in-laws are there, like they're kind of like the angels. They're kind of like the guides on top of the spouse, like on top of the spouse, telling them where to go. They're kind of leading the way, you know? I feel like the spouse is kind of like an anxious person, or kind of that person that's like manipulative with their own mind, and I feel like the in-laws are the ones who are going to push them and guide them and kind of keep everything in balance, you know? That's beautiful. Things start off bad but end up good. I mean, not all people have perfect relationships, do they? Definitely not. But let's just go in with the Thoth Tarot. We got the Eight of Wands again. We got like more happiness. I feel like the happiness is overpowering the anxiety here. You see that? And I feel like that's the essence of the relationship. Like, there was anxieties in the past, but they're being overcome, you know, with all this happiness, with this new energy. Because when rain comes, kind of washes out all the old energy, and then a rainbow comes to kind of give that image of hope. And I feel like that's what it is here. There's that image of hope with your guys' relationship, or whoever you have in the past, okay? Whoever you were in a relationship in the past, okay? And it's a very much different type of fueled energy. Like, you guys are kind of like, you know where to go, you know where you were in the past, and you know where you want to go in the future, okay? You know how everything is going and turning out, because you guys had that history together, you know? You know where the flaws are, you know where the work needs to be done. It's not like you're kind of starting with a whole new person, figuring things out. I feel like there's that history involved. All right, so in regards to the in-laws and their treatment towards you, we got Truce, okay? We got the Four of Arrows. So I feel like they're very calm. I don't think they have any aggressive energy towards you at all. I feel like they're kind of just at ease, and they're accepting, and they kind of just welcome you with open arms and an open heart, because they see the balance. There's like a good balance here when it comes to mental energy, and there's a good understanding. All right, I'm gonna move this because the sun's coming in. Well, that's what I have for you. That's just a nice little reading I decided to do. So if you guys want more details on that, I will do that again. And maybe specifically I'll do one just on in-laws, but yeah, or just on spouse and then one just on in-laws. But this is kind of just a mix, a nice little quick energy to, you know, get me started. So thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated with you. And until next time, the world of Plant Boy. All right. Hello, number 2. Welcome to your reading. You picked this stone. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the Morgan Greer Tarot, and then I'll go in with the Thoth Tarot afterwards. But let us just shuffle the deck. Number 2. So first, let us see how your spouse will treat you. How is your spouse going to treat you, number 2? Wow. Alright, so I feel like you guys just have a perfect balance. I feel like maybe you guys might be unstable with certain things. Like you guys have like little attributes that you're unstable with. Like maybe like routine. I feel like maybe you guys have individual struggles with like routine or kind of getting things started, or like laziness. But I feel like you guys come together to bring a perfect balance where you help each other with these things. I feel like you guys are like divinely connected to where you push each other to do things that you don't want to do, or you push each other to do things that are not already within yourself, you know, like certain attributes that are missing within you are present within your partner. And that's what I'm feeling. I feel like you guys complete each other like a puzzle piece. That's beautiful. Number 2. And then we got the Page of Pentacles. I feel like they're going to be very stable. I feel like they're going to be very loyal. And I feel like they're going to look at you when you first start dating, or just in general, they're going to look at you as somebody who has a very strong potential for like a family life, and who has, I feel like they look at you with loyalty, okay? Like they don't think of you as somebody who plays games. They think of you as somebody who has a strong grounding and somebody who is reliable, okay? And I feel like their intuition is what tells them this. I feel like they just have like this strong sense of connection with you, and that connection brings in all these different signals and energy that they genuinely feel towards you without you having to express it to them verbally or in any other way, you know? And I feel like this is a new relationship that is going to come about. Like number 1 was a past relationship that is going to come into fruition in the future again. And I feel like this is something that is brand new, something that is not yet in the making as of right now, and it's something that you are going to come across, somebody you are going to come across in the future, and that's what I'm feeling, okay? But overall, beautiful. I feel like this is a very stable person. Like they have like their job done, you know. You guys are very smart with money. I feel like you guys are going to have a very strong family life, and I feel like you guys are going to have a strong dynamic, okay, when it comes to your married life. And then we got the Knight of Pentacles. Like this is the epitome of loyalty and reliability, okay? I feel like this is somebody who might not necessarily make it obvious that they're trying to get at you when you guys first start talking, but they're definitely going to be there, and they're going to definitely be like watching you and staying stable and just staying in their spot, you know? I feel like they're not the type of person to go after things, and that's what I was kind of thinking of in the beginning, how like they don't have certain attributes that you have. Maybe they're not the type of person to go after somebody, but you're the type of person to do that. Or it's like submissive dominant, perfect submissive dominant relationship, that type of situation, okay? All right, so let's see with their spouse, or no, with the in-laws. Let's see what the in-laws are going to think of you, what the in-laws are going to feel towards you, and how they're going to treat you. Wow, okay, maybe if you guys want to go watch number 1, but I'm feeling a strong dynamic. All right, it's just kind of like the same in-laws as number 1. I feel like they have a very strong sense of respect for you, and I feel like you guys come together in a kind of joyous relationship. Like there's going to be a lot of vacations, there's going to be a lot of like coming over for barbecues and partying. I feel like there's going to be a lot of joy, okay, a lot of communication and truth. And I feel like the in-laws see the truth in you, and they see the truth in the relationship, and I feel like they are there to guide your spouse to continue on with this relationship, and to guide your spouse to like persevere and keep going, you know, whether there be blockages during the marriage or whatever it be. I feel like the in-laws are kind of not a negative impact at all, or not like a negative voice in the spouse's ear. I feel like they kind of are like this guiding angel on top of the relationship. So when things go bad, I feel like you're going to go to the sister or the brother or the parents to talk about it, and then they're going to go to the spouse, you know. I feel like it's going to be that type of like strong relationship, okay? Because we got all this communication, we got like this enlightenment. I feel like they see the truth, and they see the realness in this relationship, okay? Because it is a real relationship. It's not superficial at all. I feel like they love you guys together, actually. Like if we think superficially, they love you guys together as like the images, okay? I feel like you guys go well together and complement each other well when it comes to your physical attributes, okay? That's what I'm feeling. That's beautiful. There's a lot of enlightenment, okay? You see all this enlightenment, okay? And then we got the crown. It's almost like royalty. It's almost like you're going to be coming into like a royal family. Not necessarily, but I'm feeling that type of energy. Like this is a very strong, prestigious family, okay? And you're going to be entering this new lifestyle. That's what I'm feeling. You're going to be entering this new lifestyle that they're kind of going to be accepting towards you, and they're going to be like, this is the perfect person that I want to come into this lifestyle, to come into our lives, you know? Very much accepting of that, and I love that. Let's go in with the Thoth Tarot now. We got the 10 of Cups. Like, are you kidding me? This is like ultimate happiness. I feel like everything is going to be perfect in regards to the family life. I feel like it's going to be a perfect family tree. Like I'm saying, they have like this prestigious family, like this royal family. It's like a very strong family tree that kind of it's almost like if the family does not accept, it's not going to be a thing. Or if the family does not approve, then it's just not a thing. Like I feel like the whole family has a say in who is going to enter that family, you know? And I feel like it's a very well-known thing. Like it might be a whole city thing where the whole city knows this like rich family, or this is a type of family that owns like a business in the whole, like in every city of the county or something like that. That's what I'm feeling, okay? And I feel like to have somebody enter that family is a big deal. So they have to be very strategic with who is coming into that. I'm feeling like a family of wealth. Like this is a family of old money, okay? So they don't want to just have this like person come and take all their money. I feel like they have that type of mindset. And when it comes to you, it's very genuine and real, okay? It's very enlightening. And it's very like respectful. Like, I want this person to take all our money. Like, yes, please. So that's what I have for you. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, the world of Black Boy. Hello, number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let us see how your spouse is going to treat you and how your in-laws are going to treat you. What they think, what they feel, okay? Let us shuffle the Morgan Greer Tarot. Right. So when it comes to your spouse, it's like ultimate soulmate. I feel like you guys are not playing around. I feel like this is not superficial at all. I feel like you guys come from different ethnicities and different cultures, okay? And I feel like, look at all this. I feel like it's true emotion, okay? I feel like this is soully connected. I feel like this is something that you desire. I feel like you desire like a soulmate, somebody who has been with you many lifetimes. And that's what I feel like with this. This is kind of like a past life relationship. But I feel like when it comes to their family, there's a lot of restrictions. I feel like when it comes to the whole cultural aspect, they're very strict in their ways. Or maybe it's like your family that's conservative, or their family that's conservative. So when it comes to like cultural aspects, it's very like different, and it's very kind of uncomfortable just because they're not used to it. And I feel like they're going to be very stuck in their ways, and they're not going to want to open up to this new form of idea, you know, these new forms of culture and just of being, you know. It's kind of weird and off to them. But I feel like, again, this is growth within you too, okay? Because this is solely connected. This is like past life relationship, and of course soul connections are not always perfect. They're never perfect. So there's always some type of growth involved. There's always something to learn from it. And I feel like the battle of getting the acceptance from your spouse's in-laws is something that you guys are going to grow with together, and something that's really going to like jumpstart a different form of growth and a different form of thinking, okay? Because there's like restrictions, like we got this wall, we got this guy protecting the money, okay, protecting the assets, and then we got like these things, these anxieties, feeling tied up, not wanting to be open to these new things, okay? But let's get more, okay? How does your spouse treat you? Yeah, see, I feel like the spouse is very open to this. I feel like the spouse is very giving and very not conservative, okay? I feel like this is somebody who's very open to these new energies. All right. I feel like this is somebody who like sees the balance and understands how to be balanced, and is like conscious about where energy is spent, and they're very conscious of your feelings and how to give and take, you know. This is not somebody who's selfish at all. I feel like this is somebody who's very much selfless. So when you are going to meet the in-laws, it's going to be very striking to you to have like this kind of troubling situation with the in-laws, because the spouse is completely different, or the relationship you have together with the spouse is completely different with the in-laws, okay? Vice versa. I feel like it's your family and their family, because it's like the different cultural aspects are bringing in like these different thoughts of like, is this person good enough, okay? Is this person open to us, you know? But let's see specifically this. Also, hard worker. I feel like your spouse is going to have a lot of money, and I feel like they're going to be very frugal with that money. And I feel like the in-laws are going to be very selfish, okay? Like your spouse is very selfless, but I feel like the in-laws are going to be very selfish. Like, you can't just get with anybody and just be open to giving and taking and, you know, receiving and doing all this, because it's like you don't know who's taking your money. And it's like, no, I know who's taking my money. It's my spouse. There's that sense of like, you don't know what you're doing when it comes to your spouse and the in-laws. Like, I feel like the in-laws look at the spouse like, are you sure about this relationship? Do you know this is the person for you? Like, that's what I'm feeling. Like, they're untrusting of the relationship. We got these like blind, like everybody's just kind of blind, and everybody's kind of just thinking based off anxiety, and they're not really thinking logically, okay? I feel like they're just kind of saying things because it's something to say in these types of situations. And I feel like you or your spouse is going to be very beautiful, okay? I feel like somebody's going to be making money, and they're going to be getting somebody who's very beautiful. So then the in-laws are going to think like, she's too beautiful for you. She's only in it for the money. Or he's too beautiful for you. He's only in it for the money. There's like this idea of using, okay? I feel like somebody is in your spouse's ears saying that they are being used, or you are being used for superficial reasons. There is no comfort in the family, okay? There's this idea of neglect, okay? So I feel like the only comfort you guys have is literally with each other, because it's a soul connection, or with your guides and with like your religion. That's what I'm feeling. Or maybe this is religious aspects that are kind of coming into play in between the things. Like, there's different religious, cultural ideas when it comes to your family and theirs. I don't think this has to do with you guys at all. Like, it doesn't have to do with you guys at all. It has to do with the families, okay? Maybe there's like family beefs. But again, with the beauty, okay, I feel like they're thinking it's like a kind of like a sugar mama, sugar daddy type of situation, when that is not the case at all. At the end of the day, there's this form of respect that's going to be given, okay? And there's this form of like not putting an identity to that person. So I think that's the issue. Like, you're not putting emotion, and you're not putting like a sympathetic feeling towards this person. Like, this is a human being, and they're kind of thinking of it as like superficial, like, no, she's just in it for the money, or she's just beautiful and she doesn't really love you. That's what I'm feeling. And it's kind of like there's a lot of gossip going on, and there's a lot of drama, I feel like, in this relationship. And it's kind of like a war between the gossip and the ideas and what they think is going on and the truth of what is truly going on between the relationship. Okay, there's this idea of like not seeing the truth, okay, because there is the truth, and the truth is the truth, and it's true love. That's what I'm feeling. But everybody is on the outside kind of questioning this true love, you know? Everybody's blind, okay? You can't really see this person. It's like a blind sight. So let's get in with the Thoth Tarot. How your in-laws treat you, number 3. How your in-laws treat you. We got the 3 of Swords. I feel like they want this relationship to not come into fruition, or they don't want it to get serious, or they don't want you guys to get married of any sort, you know? And again, we got that facade, okay? We got all this protection. We got the turtle. We got this huge, like, draping dress. And this is all kind of fueled by emotion. It's like very emotional. I feel like this is something that maybe is tied to the family, like this has happened in the past, or this has happened with the mother or the father, or this is something that is personal. I feel like it's a very personal type of situation that they are projecting onto your relationship. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated. And until next time, the world of Blam Boy.